Ew! Hi, welcome back to Summer Rainy Vlogs. I'm Summer, and if you are new here, please do not forget to hit that notification bell so you can stay updated on all my future videos, like and subscribe. So today's focus is these adorable face masks. As you guys know, there's a huge pandemic going on. COVID-19 is attacking everything and everybody. There's a shortage of supplies. So I went ahead and made some, and as soon as I post them online, the sewing community is like, hey, how did you make it? Please make a video. Show me what you did. Please show your patterns. So here we are. I just want to go ahead and disclose that these masks are not to substitute the N95 mask or any medical mask or any other mask that there is out there. These are simply to just protect you from touching your face or maybe breathing in any particles or, droplets or anything like that. It won't cure you from or prevent you from getting any illnesses. So just to let you guys know, please let anyone that uses these masks from you know the same thing as well, that just because they have something on their face that they can't contract any illnesses or viruses. These are just a minor precaution. Okay, so something that I also want to point out with you guys when you're choosing your fabrics, please get as tightly woven fabric as you possibly can. I've even used denim, anything that's nice and heavy, that's nice and thick, or not too heavy, but something that's tightly woven to make sure that no dust or no particles or anything can go out of it or come in it. Something that I actually saw online that was noted from the actual nurse. If you're going to use a liner fabric on the inside, guys, make sure that it's not the same color as the outside decorative fabric, because they don't know what side they took off. So if this is all one color and I put it on my face this way, by the time I take it off, I don't know what side it was that I had on my face or that was on the outside. So make sure you guys are choosing two different color fabrics when it comes to making the lining and the outside of your mask. So let's talk about the materials that you need. So for this tutorial, the items we will need is two fabrics. This will be my decorative fabric, and I'm going to use black for my lining fabric, which I have already cut out. Of course, you're going to need a pattern. I'm going to leave a PDF so you guys will be able to print out one. We will need fabric shears as well. I have my fabric shears here, and then I have some nippers if you guys need them. Some measuring tape to measure your elastic. We're going to need tailor's chalk to outline your stencil. Pins, of course. A loop turner. If you don't have a loop turner, then a safety pin is just as good. And elastic. Elastic, you can use 1/4 of an inch, 3/8 of an inch, or even a 1/2 of an inch. Today, I'm going to be using 3/8 of an inch. And of course, you're going to need thread. I'm showing you guys two threads here because my fabric is going to be black. However, the elastic is going to be white. So if you want the white to camouflage in the elastic and of course in your fabric, you're going to want to use the thread that camouflages with that. And an iron. The iron is optional, but if you want your mask to come out very, very flat and neat, you might want to grab one for this tutorial. So let's get into this video. Okay guys, so the first thing you want to do is prep your pattern. You're going to go ahead and add 1 full inch on the end of the desired size that you're going to use to make your pattern. I also added a 1/4 inch at the top and at this side here, and I also added a 1/2 inch at the bottom. Once your pattern is at this stage, this is your main fabric pattern. Once you take away that inch, it is now your lining fabric. So as you guys see here, I have my main fabric aligned with my main pattern adjustments. And then once I take away this full inch here, it aligns with my lining fabric. Okay, so you want to cut your pattern out with your right sides facing. The reason why you want to do that is because if you have it the other way, your pattern can come out opposite and you want them to face each other. So getting your tailor's chalk, you want to go ahead and line all the way around your fabric, your pattern, or you can simply pin the pattern to the fabric and just cut it out, whatever your choice is. Okay, so it may be hard to see on camera, but I have my lines and I'm going to go ahead and cut along my lines. Okay, so I went ahead and cut out my decorative fabric, guys, which is my main fabric, and this is how it looks. We're gonna go ahead and keep them right sides facing. Something that I did forget to mention is why you add this extra inch on. So I'm gonna show you guys here. This here flipped back on my main fabric, this is my extra inch. The one beneath it is my lining fabric. It's just a little bit shorter than my main fabric here. Okay guys, so with your right sides facing, you're gonna go ahead and pin them together, lining your two pieces together. If you're a pinner, of course. Some people use clips. It's all up to you. Okay guys, so heading over to your sewing machine, you're going to start from this tip here, and your sewing allowance is going to be that 1/4 of an inch that you added on. So of course, putting it in, back stitching a bit, and sewing all the way around this curve. So of course, back stitching in. And this is where the nippers come in. You're going to do the exact same thing using the same 1/4 inch of a sewing allowance with your lining fabric. Back stitch at the end. Okay guys, so this is what I have so far with my main fabric and my lining fabric. Once you flip it right sides out, it's going to do the little pucker, and that's where the mask starts to look like it's forming. Same thing with my lining fabric. So guys, go ahead and have your main fabric facing up and your lining fabric facing the right side facing down to it. We're going to go ahead and pin the main fabric to the lining fabric. So this is what we have after it's pinned, guys. Make sure that both fabrics are perfectly aligned right down the center, and you should be looking at the wrong side of the fabric for both the lining and the main fabric. So heading back over to the sewing machine, we're going to go ahead and stitch 1/4 of an inch, the top going all along from one side to the next, and we're going to do the same thing at the bottom. Don't forget to back stitch, you guys. Okay guys, so we're going to do the same thing, stitching 1/4 of an inch right down the bottom. Okay guys, so we're going to go ahead and clip off these two little pointy pieces there, just so that they won't be in the way once we go ahead and flip our mask out. So we're going to go ahead and flip the right sides out, just through one side like that. Pop out that top. So now we have our mask definitely coming into formation, and we also have it lined, and it looks nice and clean. Okay guys, now we're getting somewhere. It's really starting to look like a mask. Don't you agree? Okay guys, so at this point we're going to go ahead and grab our iron, and we're just going to push out that seam allowance that we had back there. We're going to go ahead and push it out, and we're going to go ahead and just iron it all nice and flat. Ironing down your seams help you have a really good clean finish, or you can also sew it down. Okay, once you've ironed out your seam, go ahead and give the whole thing a nice clean press, and then you can go ahead and close it up and give everything a nice good clean press together. making it nice and sharp. That way now when I open it up to show you, it gives it a real good, clean, professional look. It looks really, really, really good. Okay, so this right here, you want to go ahead and fold it over a good 1/2 inch. And if you want to press it down, go ahead and press it down. You want to go ahead and flip it over to whatever your elastic size is. So like I said, mine was 3/8. So I'm going to go ahead and fold it over a good 3/8 and give it just a little wiggle room, and go ahead and press that down as well. Go ahead and pin that. And then do the same exact thing to the other side. And we're gonna head back over to the sewing machine. Okay guys, so this is what you want it to look like after you press down the 2 sides. Right here, we pretty much created the loop for the elastics to go through. Go ahead and sew down your fold. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove my pin. I'm going to back stitch. We're going to do the exact same thing for the other side. Okay guys, so we're coming to the end of finishing up our mask here. We're going to go ahead and add the elastic in there. We're using our loop turner, which is this little gadget right here with a little crochet hook on the end. We're going to go ahead and stick it down, that little loop that we sewed. We're going to go ahead and hook our elastic on the end, close it up, and we're going to simply pull it through the mask. Simple. We're going to line it up to make sure that it's nice and even. I'm going to stick the loop turner down the other end, grabbing my elastic onto the hook, just like that. Before you pull it through, guys, make sure it's lined up. It's important. And we're going to slide it through the mask one more time, making sure that it's nice and flat. We're going to line it up to the other side. You might want to go ahead and pin this. Oh, I forgot to mention, guys, I have my elastic at 22 inches, but of course, you know, you can cut it to your desire of what you're making it for, a woman, a man, a baby. But I do find that 22 inches works perfectly for men and women, just to have a standard size to go off of. So you want to make sure that the elastic is nice and straight. It's not twisted in any form. And this is what it should look like. This particular mask is for the one that goes behind your head, not just behind your ears. If you like, I can do a tutorial on doing the ones behind your ears. The reason why I prefer this method is because it stays nice and tight on your face as opposed to the one that goes behind your ears. It is a little bit looser. It tends to fall down your nose just a little bit more, which would allow you to have to use your hands and touch your face to, or touch your mask more often to pull your mask back up to where you want it to be. This kind of holds it in place because it is strapped on to your whole head pretty much. So that's that. Let's go ahead and get this elastic close, and that's it. Okay guys, so we're gonna go ahead and sew the elastic together. I went ahead and switched out my thread to my white thread so that it can camouflage with my white elastic. You're going to use a zigzag stitch if you have the option on your sewing machine. Of course, you want to use a zigzag stitch that runs within the width of your elastic. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that in a few times, move my needle out of the way, and start sewing. And of course, you want to make sure you go back and forth a few times just to make sure that it's nice and secure. Okay, that should be good, guys. After you get your elastic ends sewn together, you're going to go ahead and just pull the elastic, pull until it's inside of the mask and you can't see where it ends or begin. And that's it. Okay guys, so that was it. It was quick and simple and easy, right? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys make tons of masks and give it to whoever needs it, because guys, it's real out there. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can stay updated on all my future videos. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay prayed up, stay home, except for when you need to go to the grocery store. Bring your mask with you. And guys, wash them after every use. Bye. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Click the next video.